She should be here learning her ABCs, her 1, 2, 3s, and her colors. Ain't no way in hell we should be here outraged over a baby being murdered by a fool who have no regard and no respect for black women and black children.
Amen. I say, don't let that monster poison your heart. Because it was that very heart that found our baby. That hit us hard. Unfortunately, growing up in Detroit, we see a lot. We've been through families, members who have passed due to violence, but it's different when it's a child. How can you attack a 2-year-old? Like, how can a grown man attack? I can't process that, and that's going to take time and dehydrate. I just couldn't drink water, and I couldn't eat, and I wasn't sleeping.
On the night of July 2nd, 2023, police in Lansing, Michigan, responded to a report of a violent assault at a quiet residential home. Inside, they found a 22-year-old mother stabbed multiple times, fighting for her life. But it was what officers didn't find that turned this case into a statewide emergency. Her 2-year-old daughter, Wynter Cole-Smith, was gone. So was the man responsible, Rashad Trice, the mother's ex-boyfriend, last seen fleeing in a white Chevy Impala. Within hours, a police chase would end 90 miles away in St. Clair Shores. Trice would be in handcuffs, but Wynter would not be in the car.
It's fine, we're getting medical.
What you mean it's fine?
They're coming, dude.
Well,
what's wrong with you?
Not much I can do about it, right?
Where you cut?
Right there.
Okay, they're gonna come check you out. Just walk him over here.
Come on, with me.
You can have a seat on the curb, you can get checked, and then you can get in the scout car.
That way.
This way. Just sit down right over here, okay? Have a seat. Can you sit?
I can't sit.
I'm gonna pray for you.
For 3 agonizing days, hundreds of officers, FBI agents, and volunteers scoured the corridor between Lansing and Detroit, racing against time to answer one question: where was Wynter? The answer, when it came, would devastate an entire state. Lansing, Michigan is the state's capital city, a community of just over 100,000 people. On the evening of Sunday, July 2nd, 2023, a 22-year-old woman was at home there with her 2-year-old daughter, Wynter Cole-Smith. Also present that night was a man she knew well, 26-year-old Rashad Malik Trice, her former boyfriend. Trice was not Wynter's biological father, but through his past relationship with her mother, he knew the child, the home, and the family's routines. According to the federal criminal complaint later filed in the case, a confrontation erupted between Trice and Wynter's mother inside the residence. The situation escalated rapidly. The woman later told Lansing police that during the altercation, she stabbed Trice in what she described as self-defense. Trice's response was brutal. Investigators allege he stabbed the young mother multiple times and sexually assaulted her. She survived the attack, but she was left gravely injured and was rushed to a hospital. When officers arrived at the scene, they were confronted with a second, urgent problem. 2-year-old Wynter was missing from the home, and so was Trice. He had fled the residence, and investigators believed he had taken the little girl with him. What began as a violent domestic assault was now an active child abduction. Trice was driving a white Chevrolet Impala, and law enforcement across the region was alerted to watch for the vehicle. The search did not stay local for long. Trice drove east, away from Lansing and toward the Detroit metropolitan area, roughly 90 miles across the state. In the early morning hours of Monday, July 3rd, police in St. Clair Shores a suburb northeast of Detroit on the shore of Lake St. Clair, spotted the Impala and attempted to stop it. Trice did not pull over. A pursuit followed, and it ended with Trice in custody.
We got sweet.
Southbound, blackmail.
6098, yep, that's it. Hands up! We got a crash with involving the patrol vehicle. We got him at gunpoint. This is the vehicle. Get your f***ing hands up! Get the f***ing car! Get the f***ing car! Taser! Keep him on him, Dave. Hey, don't move! Don't move! Do not move! Give me your hands! You won't get shot! Hands! Put your hands out now! Get your hands out! Put your hands out! Grab these hands.
Hey, he has something in his hand.
I know I don't! Give me that. Put that hand down. Stop moving around! Taste!
I got his left. I got cuff.
Get your hand behind your back! Now! Ready?
Yep. We're good.
I'm moving my leg.
Yep.
Huh?
Is there something under him?
I don't know. Let's check under him. I don't think so. Dave, you okay? I'm not seeing a child in the backseat right now.
Hey, Al, pop that trunk, Al.
Pop the trunk. Where's the baby?
Get a nice
She's in Lansing with her mom. I took off in Lansing. I got to look in here.
What happened?
Delirium conscious.
Okay? Yeah.
You good?
Yeah, just gonna clean myself up.
Hey, let's have a seat here. Just sit here. Hey, Dave.
I'm gonna head down there.
Just sit in our car. You're solid, dude. Great job. Great job. Thank you. What's your name?
Huh?
What's your name?
Rashad Trice.
Rashad Trice?
Car's on fire now, too. Send an ambulance or fire truck.
What's the name from that BOL? Rashad Trice?
BOL's up on the computer.
All right, just put him in the car.
Ours?
Yep, put him in ours.
Come on.
We'll have fire come check you out.
He just walked over here.
You know what? You know what? He's bleeding.
Bad.
Just have him sit against the car.
The curb right here.
Yeah,
Over here.
that's fine.
Yeah, we're getting you medical. With me. This way.
Go through dispatch. EMX is gonna have to check this suspect out as well. He's got some lacerations.
We got time. Let's go.
Y'all just taking about 5 times, man.
Yeah, well, you were fighting. Walk.
Come on. Let's go.
Walk.
Come on. Dude, come on.
Nick, hold on. Hold on.
This is copy. You want to start regulating
Hit to my hip. Wait, tell me, hold on.
Yeah. I got the camera.
You don't see it? See my hip?
It's fine. We're getting medical.
What you mean it's fine?
They're coming, dude. What's wrong with
Not
you?
much I can do about it, right?
Where you cut?
Hip. Right there.
Okay, they're gonna come check you out. Just walk him over here.
Come on, with me.
You can have a seat on the curb, he can get checked, and then he can get in the scout car.
That way.
This way. Just sit down right over here, okay? Have a seat. Can you sit?
I can't see.
I'm gonna break hands.
Another ambulance as well. With unit.
One officer to check out, one suspect to check out. You can sit.
I can't sit. I'm standing up, man.
Sit down.
I can't sit down.
Sit. There you go.
If y'all had a son, y'all do that to him?
Huh?
If you had a son, you do this to him?
Do what?
What you doing to me?
You're the one not cooperating, fella.
I just told you I'll stand up to the ambulance. Come.
But I'm telling you, you're not standing.
4 to dispatch. It's not a good.
I got it surrounded already. What can I do with my hand?
Dispatch copies.
Break the handcuffs?
Children not on scene.
No, you're not going to break the handcuffs.
Exactly. Where I'm going to go? My hand is broken. My hip is broken.
Oh, through dispatch, you can start official as well.
Okay.
Dispatch copies. They're going to be on their way.
What?
Does this traffic squad need to come after this?
I don't know.
First, stand by. Some pictures should take place.
Can you,
Yeah, I want to give Steppy a call. Oh, he's coming? Oh, okay. All right, good, perfect. Fire department's coming to check you out, dude. It's just going to take him a minute to wake up and get here, okay? Huh? No. No, he's bleeding from his eye here, and he's bleeding from his hip.
And my finger.
Your finger, too? Okay. All right. We already searched that car.
No, not yet. I saw a couple of videos.
We should probably get a hold of Lansing, too.
Yeah.
Find out what exactly they want done with it. Right?
Okay.
I'm gonna go talk to Steppy, okay?
Okay.
Hi.
I was going to let that go, obviously.
I fill you in on everything here. I'm on obviously.
Who's injured? Ely?
So you'll see Ely's car. So we pursued him. Obviously, he spun around here. He swerved it. I think it was Ely.
Did he lose control?
Did Ely lose control?
No, did this guy lose control? Is that what happened?
Here?
Yeah.
He was veering toward the oncoming police car.
Okay.
Okay, so he swerved to the left. Ely came up, smoked him on the side because the guy.
Okay.
Ely's coming this way. He spun around right here on the grass. Started taking off at a high rate of speed again, southbound. So he and Ely were coming this way. He veered this way. Ely hit him this way. Okay, so he pulled. There's no way Ely could have avoided that. He swerved at one of our patrol cars on Harper, trying to run him off the road as he was passing this way. He refused to get out of the car. Had to bust out the window. He tried to grab East Point's gun. Ely tasered him twice. He again wouldn't get out of the car. Once I holstered up, grabbed him, and him out, he wouldn't get out of the car. He tasered him a third time. Had to hit him a fourth time. Got him out. Got him cuffed. One. Just him.
There's no child.
No child.
He's in custody, so I'll ask about that later.
Yep. So, Ely's was unavoidable. He did try to hit another one of our cars. Yep. Yep. So Ely is over here. He's the suspect's here waiting on the rig. He's gonna end up having to go to the hospital, I'm sure.
If you watch up to this moment, please subscribe and turn on notifications to stay informed on the latest cases and investigations. But the arrest brought no relief. When officers reached the vehicle, Wynter was not inside. The child who had been taken from her home hours earlier was nowhere to be found, and the one person who knew where she was refused to provide answers. An Amber Alert was issued, and the case transformed into one of the largest search operations Michigan had seen in years. The scale of the response was extraordinary. The Lansing Police Department worked alongside the FBI's Michigan field offices and more than 24 local, state, and federal agencies. Investigators faced a daunting geographic problem. Trice had traveled a long corridor between Lansing and the Detroit area, and Wynter could have been left anywhere along that route. The breakthrough came through technology. Investigators obtained cell phone location data that allowed them to reconstruct the path Trice had driven after leaving the Lansing home. That digital trail narrowed the search from an impossible sprawl of highway and city streets to specific targeted areas. For 3 days, search teams worked through those locations while Wynter's family and the public held onto hope. That hope ended on Wednesday, July 5th, 2023. Searchers found Wynter's body in Detroit, in an area near the Coleman A. Young International Airport on the city's east side. Federal investigators would later allege the manner of her death. They said Trice strangled the 2-year-old with a cell phone charging cord. The discovery shifted the case from a rescue operation to a homicide prosecution, and authorities moved quickly on 2 parallel tracks, one federal, one state. On July 7th, 2023, federal prosecutors filed a criminal complaint against Trice. On July 25th, a federal grand jury in the Western District of Michigan returned an indictment charging him with 2 counts: kidnapping a minor and kidnapping resulting in death.
Attorney General says her office is going to take over the prosecution of Rashad Trice. Trice is the one facing charges in several counties for the kidnapping of Wynter Cole Smith. That news comes after he appeared in court today in Ingham County. Mara McDonald live with this story. There is still a lot to sort out about the case, though elements of it seem cut and dry to many, Mara.
Devin, that's right. And so everybody at home understands. Rashad Trice has federal charges, 2 big ones. Let's put those over here. They are their own entity over here. He will be tried in federal court. Over here, you have a laundry list of charges from multiple counties. That's what's at issue here. Let me show you. It's the rest of those charges, which are all going to be tried under one umbrella. Attorney General Dana Nessel's office will handle that.
On the record in the matter, the people of the state of Michigan versus Rashad Trice.
Trice appeared via video in an Ingham County court today. He faces multiple charges from stabbing and sexual assault in Ingham County, fleeing from police in Macomb, and multiple potential charges in Wayne County, where 2-year-old Wynter Cole Smith's body was found strangled with a cell phone cord in a Detroit alley. The AG's office will now handle all of those charges, while the feds will try Trice federally on kidnapping as well as death resulting from kidnapping. Those federal charges mean the death penalty for Trice is on the table if he's found guilty. Both Macomb County Prosecutor Pete Lucido and the Ingham County Prosecutor support Nessel's office taking over and streamlining the process, if for no other reason than Wynter's family shouldn't have to be driving to multiple courthouses to be present for the multiple cases against him. Back here live, realizing, of course, that Dana Nessel, the AG, could herself level murder charges against Trice. That's something that is being discussed as we speak right now. So he will have a federal trial on those kidnapping charges, and then you'll have all the rest of those state charges from those various counties in one overall trial. So Trice right now is looking at 2 trials. We're live in the News Center. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Okay, Mara.
The first count carried a mandatory minimum of 20 years and a maximum of life. The second was far more serious. It carried a mandatory minimum of life in prison, and under federal law, it made Trice eligible for the death penalty. U.S. Attorney Mark Totten said the indictment was a step toward justice for Wynter's family, and that his office was prepared to prove the case at trial. At the state level, the charges were even more sweeping. Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel announced that Trice faced 20 counts connected to the night of July 2nd and the pursuit that followed, including first-degree premeditated murder, felony murder, home invasion, disarming a peace officer, resisting and obstructing, and domestic violence. Because the crime spree had crossed jurisdictions, beginning in Ingham County, passing through Macomb County, and ending with Wynter's body found in Wayne County, the Attorney General reached an agreement with Ingham County Prosecutor John D. Wayne, Macomb County Prosecutor Peter Lucido, and Wayne County Prosecutor Kim Worthy to consolidate everything into a single state prosecution.
Thank you for all being here today. I appreciate you for coming in. My name is Ellery Soser. I'm the Chief of Police here in Lansing, Michigan. That's ELLERYSOSEBEE. The purpose of this press conference is to continue to update everyone with new information and to share what has been done in hopes that will bring us a few steps closer to finding our missing 2-year-old Wynter Cole Smith. We speak for everyone, specifically the mother and the family, when we say we just want Wynter home safe. Since the Amber Alert, we have received countless tips and information on the whereabouts of Wynter. There are many agencies and multiple teams working together in Lansing, Detroit, and everywhere in between to follow up on all and every new piece of information that we get. So a little summary about the case. On July 2nd, approximately 23:19 hours, accused Rashad Malik Trice was in a domestic altercation with our 22-year-old victim, which is Wynter's mother, in the 3000 block of Boat Garden in Lansing. The victim sustained multiple stab wounds in the assault, but was able to leave the house and call for help from a nearby neighbor. When police arrived, they found the accused gone and the victim's 2-year-old daughter, Wynter, missing. When the accused was later arrested in St. Clair Shores, he did not have the missing 2-year-old with him. Since this event, the Lansing Police Department, along with all of our area, county, and state partners, have teamed up with the FBI to search for Wynter. We have searched the area of the incident using door-to-door canvases, canine searches, drones, multiple helicopter searches with heat signature technology, and our dive team, which is our scuba team, in the area with no success so far. Our partner teams in Detroit have investigated known associates who frequent addresses related to the accused. And finally, we've kept the public up to date with our efforts and facts out of the case in hopes to finding new witnesses, new information, and to help the public know the areas where they can assist us by searching. We have active teams out searching this very minute, following up on tips and information that have come in through those avenues. What we need now is the public's continued support and assistance. We have shared the suspect's known routes and the vehicle he was driving, as you were given in a hard copy, and we'll also be able to provide that in another format later today. This route will be shared with everyone, and please push it out so everyone knows and has an accurate information. This is an approximate route based on information that we've received since this incident started. If you have any security cameras or Ring doorbells, please check your systems. If you travel the approximate route, please keep an eye out for anything out of the ordinary. If you own any property or work on any property close to the route, please take some time to look around and call if you see anything out of place or unusual. We will stay the course. We will continue to investigate this case to the fullest of our capabilities. Please be cautious on spreading misinformation about this investigation. It's only harmful and sets us back in our efforts. Furthermore, if anybody has knowledge of Wynter's whereabouts and chooses not to come forward by choice, you will be charged appropriately. We are here today because we are dedicated and committed to bringing Wynter home. Wynter is one of our kids, and we won't rest until we find her. I will be remiss if I didn't acknowledge some of our colleagues and partners that are here today, as well as who have supported us and assisted us with this investigation. First and foremost, the men and women of the Lansing Police Department, the FBI offices in Lansing and Detroit, Ingham County Sheriff's Office, Eaton County Sheriff's Office, the Michigan State Police, our local law enforcement partners, St. Clair Shores Police Department, Detroit Police Department, our Ingham County Prosecutor John Duane, and of course Mayor Shore, who is here with us today. I have also heard personally from several of our key stakeholders in the cities, such as our local and state officials and representatives, our local clergy who is here with us today, and those of the community who have assisted us in tips and information moving forward. Your support for our community in this time of need means very much to us, giving us the hope for a successful resolution to bring Wynter home. We will not give up on Wynter. We will keep hope and prayers alive for a safe return of Wynter. I will now turn it over to FBI Special Agent in Charge, Devin Kowalski.
Thank you, Chief Sosby. Good afternoon. My name is Devin Kowalski. That's D-E-V-I-N. Last name Kowalski, K-O-W-A-L-S-K-I. I'm the acting Special Agent in charge of the FBI field office here in Michigan. First and foremost, our hearts are with Wynter Cole Smith and her family. This is a horrific situation, and the FBI has been involved in this investigation from the very beginning in support of Chief Sosby and the Lansing Police Department. We are bringing every resource we have, both here in our field office and our sub-offices across the state, and drawing on our headquarters resources, including our child abduction response team, behavioral analysis units, and other technical units to assist the Lansing Police Department. As the Chief noted, we thank you for the public's ongoing assistance, and we continue to ask for your assistance with information related to Wynter's whereabouts. Please contact us at 1-800-CALL-FBI. That's 1-800-CALL-FBI, or www.tips.fbi.gov. That's www.tips.fbi.gov. Contact us at this phone number or website if you have any valuable information that can help us find her. This afternoon, the FBI is announcing that we are offering a $25,000 reward for information leading to the location of Wynter. I want to take a moment and thank the hardworking women and men of the Lansing Police Department, the St. Clair Shores Police Department, the Detroit Police Department, Michigan State Police, and a vast team from the FBI in our field office and headquarters for their relentless, around-the-clock efforts looking for Wynter and putting this case together. And again, I want to thank members of the community for your contributions. We need you. The FBI is part of the Lansing community. We don't just work here. We live here. There is no higher priority for us than to support Lansing Police Department in locating Wynter. Thank you.
Obviously, this is an ongoing investigation that won't have a lot of comments that I'll be able to answer, but I'll open the floor up now for any questions that I can. Yes?
What is Trice charged with officially?
The initial charges, I don't have all of them right now because there's multiple jurisdictions in this case. Yes?
You've talked about the route that Trice took after leaving Lansing. Are you able to shed any light as to why he traveled in those places, going west, going towards Detroit, some of the other locations? Any idea what he was doing?
Not at this time. We know that that he has friends and family in various locations around the state. So we're trying to eliminate all the acquaintances and associates that he has.
You talked about if anyone else was involved. In addition to that, and it was a message that was stressed yesterday, they too could be prosecuted. Is that a message you still want to reiterate?
Absolutely. If anybody has any knowledge of Wynter's whereabouts or has control of Wynter, that they need to know that they will be prosecuted to the fullest if they're involved in this in any way.
Where's the suspect being housed right now?
Suspect is in a hospital in the Detroit area, but the Lansing Police Department officers are guarding him right now, and as soon as he's cleared from medical, then he will be transported up here to Ingham County. Go ahead.
People join search parties and get involved in some other way to help?
Yes, we encourage that everyone that is willing and has the ability to get out and help and to look for Wynter, whether it's on the route that was provided or if there was anything that any property anywhere close or in the proximity of the approximate route that you were provided, get out and look for anything out of the unusual, out of the ordinary, and immediately call if there's anything like that. I caution you, though, being that we are on the 4th of July weekend and travel is very thick right now. To be on the highways looking and search parties out on the highways right now is somewhat of a dangerous situation. So I caution anybody that's wanting to be out on the highways right now to look for Wynter. Traffic is going to be heavy and get even heavier in the evening, so please be cautious.
You've shared the route with us. Is that something you're pushing out on social media, on various platforms too, so that the public can look and then become involved if they choose to?
Yes, our media team will be pushing that out along with the FBI.
What is the condition of the suspect? Is he awake? Is he conscious? Is he still not being accommodating, cooperating?
He is awake and conscious, and he is we are in the process of continually interviewing him at this point.
What's the status of the mom who was stabbed and assaulted?
She has been released from the hospital for her injuries. Yes.
You've talked about getting security cameras, doorbell cameras. Have you received any of that already as you continue to look for more?
We have received an abundance of tips and information such as that, but we encourage anybody, obviously, video is a very crucial piece of the evidence to see and produce the route or produce any other evidence. But yes, we have, and we will hopefully continue to.
Is there video assets that you've seen that indicate which are got into the car?
I don't have any information on that right now. A couple more. Anybody else? Okay, as I said before, we will continue to push this effort. We will not give up. We want Wynter home with her family. She's one of our kids, and we won't rest until we get her home and bring some safety to her and some closure to her mom. And if there's anybody that has any information, please reach out to us on the FBI tip line or our 911 here in Ingham County and give us any tips. Now, we will continue to give updates through our public information office along with the FBI's public information office, and please look for any other updates on social media. Thank you.
Prosecutors also charged Trice as a fourth-time habitual offender, a designation reflecting his prior record. Reporting on his background revealed a troubling history. In the 2 years before Wynter's death, Trice had fought or obstructed police on more than 5 separate occasions. The federal question of capital punishment loomed over the case through the fall of 2023. In October, federal prosecutors announced their decision. They would not seek the death penalty against Trice. The maximum punishment on the table would be life in prison, and for the charge of kidnapping resulting in death, life was also the minimum. With that decision made, the case moved toward resolution, and it never went to trial. In March 2024, Trice appeared in federal court and pleaded guilty to kidnapping resulting in death. The plea guaranteed a life sentence under federal law. U.S. Attorney Totten called the moment an important step forward and credited the FBI, the Lansing Police Department, and the many agencies that had joined the search for Wynter. 4 months later, in July 2024, Trice resolved the state case as well. He pleaded guilty to first-degree murder and first-degree criminal sexual conduct, the murder charge for Wynter's death, and the sexual assault charge stemming from the attack on her mother. In Michigan, first-degree murder carries a mandatory sentence of life in prison without the possibility of parole. Attorney General Nessel acknowledged that nothing could undo the damage Trice had inflicted, but expressed hope that the plea could be a step toward healing for Wynter's family, and she thanked the 3 county prosecutors whose cooperation had made the consolidated case possible. Sentencing came in August 2024 in 2 courtrooms 1 week apart. On August 16th, Trice stood before Judge Joyce Dragonchuk in the 30th Judicial Circuit Court in Ingham County. She sentenced him to life in prison without the possibility of parole for Wynter's murder, along with a concurrent term of 60 to 90 years for the violent assault on Wynter's mother. 1 week later, on August 23rd, Trice was sentenced in federal court in Grand Rapids, where U.S. District Judge Robert Jonker imposed the mandatory federal sentence, life in prison for kidnapping resulting in death. The reactions from those who had led the investigation reflected the weight the case had carried. Lansing Police Chief Rob Backus described the crime as a senseless tragedy that had shaken the community to its core, and said he hoped the sentence would offer some measure of solace to a family that had endured unimaginable pain. Chavoryea Gibson, the special agent in charge of the FBI in Michigan, said Trice would spend the remainder of his life behind bars and expressed hope that the outcome would deter anyone else from inflicting that kind of loss on another family. In the end, the case of Wynter Cole Smith closed with a rare degree of legal finality. Rashad Trice, 27 years old at sentencing, now serves 2 separate life sentences, one imposed by the state of Michigan with no possibility of parole, and one imposed by the federal government, along with decades more for the attack on Wynter's mother. There was no trial, no lingering appeal over guilt, and no uncertainty about responsibility. What remains is the memory of a 2-year-old girl from Lansing, whose disappearance mobilized an entire state, whose loss was felt far beyond her family, and whose case stands as a testament to the investigators who refused to stop searching until they brought her home. Did you find this case informative? If you want more true crime stories, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications.